Hey guys, Teased with Mustang News. Today we are checking out the pictures from the SEMA show, but there's one thing that I wanted to talk about. Roush has left us a little indication of how much horsepower the new 2018 Mustang is going to make with the Roush Supercharger. So stick around and I'm going to show you how much power the new Roush is going to make. Now, a lot of people were curious as to if this car is going to make power or not because it has a higher compression ratio and it has direct injection. So I believe you're going to be happy with the results. But first, let's take a look at some of the pictures here, and let's see what you think. And now I'm just going to go through these and quickly, and I want to get to the horsepower. But look, I'm not a big fan of convertibles. They're fun to drive in. They're not fun to look at, in my opinion. More fun to drive more than to look at. But I'm getting more used to this front end. This one's obviously got some 20-inch niche wheels on it. This is actually an EcoBoost engine. This one will be there. And then here's some of the details. This one's got a manual transmission. It's got Eibach coilovers, wheels, yada, yada, yada. Cool. Let's go to the next one. This one is also a vert. I like this color much better than the white. This is a GT. Carbon, so this has some carbon fiber on it. Let's look at the details real quick. This is a 5-liter with a 10-speed auto with a Roush supercharger. Pretty nice. Titanium catback. If you don't know about that, titanium is expensive. Let's see. And lightweight. We've got coilovers, HRE wheels. Those are nice. Cool. Looking forward to seeing that one. Let's check out this one. I like this one. This one looks like it has a wide body. This one was designed by racer Brad DeBerti. And this is going to have a Roush supercharger. Also, this one has a 6-speed manual though. Now, as people go to the show, they're going to be bringing actual pictures of these cars. And I'm assuming they don't want to show actual pictures of the cars because half of them aren't done. And they want you to pay for the show and go. Okay. Now, this is what I'm excited about. Okay, last one before we go to the next one. This one is made to go 200 miles an hour. This is pretty cool. Now, just by looking at this front end, I think this looks pretty darn good. This almost looks like a 15 front end, but I'm assuming it's not. It's definitely a 2018, but the new chassis, the redesign of the front and rear bumpers and the headlights and everything looks really good here. This has got a Hellion turbo kit with a 10-speed auto. And they're trying to go 200 miles an hour. Props to them. They'll probably be able to do it. So they've already got a twin turbo kit on the new Mustang. Next up is the EcoBoost. Not much to say about this. We've got a 10-speed auto with the EcoBoost engine, which I think that'll be pretty peppy around town for you guys. Peppy, I mean, it's going to be 300 horsepower. This car's going to be fast. I keep saying, like, 300 horsepower is not fast, and 350 foot-pounds of torque. All right, and there's the drag car. Last but not least, my favorite is coming up. Not my favorite color, but this gives us an indication of how much horsepower. The Roush 729 is a custom-built 729 horsepower Roush supercharged wide-body Mustang. All right. I think... So previously, the 2015 to 2017, the Roush supercharged Mustangs made 670 horsepower for the phase 1. For the phase 2, they made 720 horsepower. So the phase 1 you could get with a warranty. So if you look at the modification list, you get a supercharger from Roush, cold air intake, twin tip exhaust with X-pipe, ram air, which is made by someone else, I think, and custom exhaust. Okay, so basically, the only performance modifications this car has is the blower and the cold air intake, and it makes 729 horsepower. So is this a phase 1? Is this a phase 2 car that has a different pulley on it? Where are they getting the number 729? How are they estimating that? Now, this is by Roush, so Roush is going to be consistent in their estimations on horsepower. They're not going to just say, they never added horsepower to the previous horsepower estimations from the exhaust system or the cold air intake. It's basically all based off the blower from what I've seen. So here's the deal. Is this a phase 1 car or phase 2 car? Where are they getting 729? And are you going to be able to go into the dealer and ask for a 2018 Mustang with a blower and make 729 horsepower with a warranty? I think that's probably overestimating it a little bit. I'm assuming this is probably a phase 2 car, but would that not be amazing if that was actually a phase 1 car? Just something to think about. But regardless, it looks like the 2018 Mustang is going to be able to come in some shape or form with the new blower that has 729 horsepower. Okay, so that's 22 horsepower, or that's, what is that, 17 horsepower more than the, what's the Hellcat? The Hellcat is 707, so that's going to be about 22 horsepower more than the Hellcat, right? And it's lighter, significantly lighter. And if you've never driven a Roush blower car, they're extremely fast. I've watched a lot of them. A buddy here has one, and it just runs extremely fast. And it's an unbeatable combination for a daily driver because they run just like stock, and it's just a great platform. So that's the car that I'm most interested in because it gives us horsepower numbers which we can use to estimate the horsepower of the new Roush Mustang, which is pretty exciting to know that the new Mustang has 730 horsepower potential out of the box, potentially with a phase 2 kit. So that means the phase 1 kit is probably going to be about 680. 680 is an extremely high number. If you haven't been around cars, if you're new to cars and that doesn't seem like a lot, but 680 is incredibly a lot of horsepower. So anyways, make a long story short, 729 horsepower from the Roush Supercharged Mustang, and I'm excited to see it. Hopefully we'll get some actual pictures, and I'll keep you guys updated as soon as I get those pictures. Have a great day.